Ladies and gentlemen, our distinguished presenter, Ms. Anindita Mukherjee Sinha is Head of Corporate Communications, L&T Metro Rail Hyderabad Limited. With a professional experience of more than 3 decades working with Yatri Travels, public sector undertaking, Airports Authority of India, and global conglomerates, GVK Group Mumbai International Airport Limited, GMR Group, GMR Hyderabad International Airport Limited, currently working with L&T Group, L&T Metro Rail Hyderabad Limited. Excels in integrated communication, reputation management, and strategy formulation. With a proven track record as an effective crisis communicator spokesperson for companies she worked, she brought several awards and accolades, built and sustained positive image for them, leading the corporate communication department. An impactful writer and an astute storyteller, she champions business excellence and is a strong proponent of CSR. And a very warm welcome to you, ma'am, and over to you for your presentation.
Greetings to everyone from Anindita Sinha, Head Corporate Communication, L&T Metro Rail Hyderabad Limited. Today, I'm really honored to speak in this forum where all stalwarts are there. Now, corporate communication being my subject, yes, it is a little different from communication. When we say about communication in the railway parlance, it means something different. So here I'm to speak today about corporate and marketing communication. What are the new trends in it, and how do we leverage passenger connect and drive our business through it? Now we have seen that communication has taken an integral role in every business, every organization. I mean, starting from the PSUs to private sector to educational institutes, the political entities, everywhere we have seen, every business we have seen that people have understood. Fortunately for us, corporate communication professionals, they have realized the importance of corporate and marketing communication. So let's see what are the new trends in it. So overview, a quick overview of the transport sector. I know all are experts here. Still very quickly, India's transport sector is large and diverse, and it caters to the need of over 1.1 billion people. Roads are the dominant mode of transportation in India today, we know. They carry almost 85% of the country's passenger traffic and more than 60% of its freight. Indian Railways is one of the largest railways under the single management. And urban transport, where we belong to, India is experiencing rapid urbanization with the present urbanization levels at 30%, translating to a population of roughly 400 million living in the urban areas. Impact of the pandemic has, we know, adversely affected each and every sector, not only in our country, but globally, especially for the transportation sector. So COVID-19 has been the biggest disruption and unprecedented impact on the mobility sector across the world. People have witnessed. There was complete shutdown of India's transport sector from 3 months to close to 6 months. I mean, overall, India's transport sector. And Metro Rail network was shut down completely for 169 days from 22nd of March till September 7th, 2020, in the first wave of the COVID pandemic. Of course, in the second pandemic also, it was in a phased manner. Operation was in a phased manner for everyone. There was an environment of fear, apprehensions, doubts, while the metro operators were reeling under severe financial crisis. All the metro sectors. The passengers who were the key customers were also under lockdown. Now, could we completely detach ourselves from them since we were not operating? No, we could not, because the connection should be maintained, should be sustained. So there were two options for the metro operators. Wait for the good time to come and do nothing in terms of passenger reach, or keep passengers engaged while using all effective communication channels and through emphatic relationships. They say when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. That's the key word, that's a key message. So 2020 has been a challenging year, but as communicators, we have learned so much in the process and will use this experience to shape the future of communication, perhaps throughout our life. Actually, for everyone, I think in different ways and manners, this pandemic has taught us many, many lessons. So what are the curveballs ahead? Enhancing the customer experience using all effective communication tools has become fundamental for businesses that want to attract and retain customers. Well, that is for any B2B business or B2C business, holding the customers and maintaining relationship is the prime objective. Good news is that the awareness about importance of communication has now percolated across sectors, business houses and corporates in India. But what are the new trends in corporate and marketing communication? Now, for us in metro sectors, passengers are our key stakeholders. Even if not the passengers, our staff and the station staff and all the staff, back-end staff who are working for the successful running of metros or railways or whatever it is. The key takeaways which we have collated are empathy, gratitude, optimism, kindness, social commitment, inclusiveness, shared value, whether it's internal and external stakeholders, storytelling, a very powerful message, sustainable communication, hyper personalization, and of course, the digital transformation. So these all attributes, they are the prime focus now to run any business, starting with empathy. Now, really, for any communication which you must have seen in any, whether it's a OOH outdoor ad, even if it's a static ad or TVCs or online, everywhere you'll find a messaging. And as the pandemic has taught us, empathetic approach, humane approach, personal connect or touch. So consumers are turning to brands that represent solid character. The brands should have credibility and character, and humanism is the face of adversity. Empathy in a cut-to-cut corporate environment might not have existed in abundance earlier, but now has become an all-important tool to navigate through this humanitarian crisis. For sure, for sure, for sure. The reality is that there is no script for empathy. We have to understand and feel it. And we have to feel the feelings of our customers, whether it's a B2C or B2B business. It's less about what is said and more about showing up and listening well. Another major shift that was present before the pandemic, but has only grown in forever since, is that today's customers expect authenticity. People are not fools. No longer we can, or any business entity can fool their customers, if I may use the strong term. People expect authenticity because this digital world has become so that we are always being watched. So there is no scope that we can get away saying something which is not credible and not true. She is willing to forgive lapses, the customers, in service or product if she believes the brand has tried its honest efforts. Sharing some of the brands now, I'll be sharing some examples, and they are all positive and also on the YouTube, which is public. So I'm taking the liberty to talk about them. So these brands which express their empathy by taking genuinely, the help, either conveying the society in general or their customers in particular. So starting with Lay's, instead of hard work, they are using the term heart work. A new manifestation of empathy could simply be gratitude. Heart Work, a social media campaign by Pepsi Foods, highlighting its workers, is an excellent example of the power of simple gratitude. Touches the heart. Potato chip brand from PepsiCo, Lay's, launched a campaign, Hard Work, to recognize the efforts of people who are contributing their services during the COVID-19 pandemic. And this was an emotional ode to each hero in the supply chain who worked and has been working relentlessly against all odds to ensure that Lay's brings joy to millions across the country. I'll just play this video.
ऐसे पलों में जब कोई अपना हर पल लगाता है, ये हार्ड वर्क कहलाता है। इन बंद रास्तों में भी लंबा सफर तय कर जाता है, तो ये हार्ड वर्क कहलाता है।
अंकल एक लीव देना।
तो ये हार्ड वर्क कहलाता है।
करोड़ों दिल खुश करने के लिए जो हार्ड वर्क कर रहे हैं उनको शुक्रिया।
Okay, so you could see that how they are connecting to each segment, and no longer they are, or it's necessary that you use brand ambassadors. So you could see that how we are connecting to all the segment in the business, and especially the back-end people who are are the unsung heroes who has a huge responsibility of carrying the business forward. So how they have used it. So basically the empathetic approach is what they have adopted. Similarly, when we talk about optimism, brands can't take away suffering, but they can build the hope of normal, of those comfortingly everyday habits and rituals that brands have always facilitated. Hyundai's Hak Hai Hamara simply salutes the resolve of the people to stay strong, the resolve of normal or ordinary people who have the right to freedom, free will, and spirit. I'll just play the video on.
यारा यारा, पहले भी तो हजारों रातों से लड़ चुके हैं हम, धूप के परिंदे रोके कहाँ रुके हैं यारा। पहले भी तो हजारों रातों से लड़ चुके हैं हम, धूप के परिंदे रोके कहाँ रुके हैं। हम गाते गुनगुनाते उतरेंगे फिर छतों पर, रफ्तार बन के फिर से दौड़ेंगे रास्तों पर। आजादियां मन मर्जियां ऊंचाइयां ये यारा, हक है हमारा, हक है हमारा, हक है हमारा, हक है हमारा, हक है हमारा। Together we are and we'll shine again, our spirits are high and we'll stand again. We're India, we're India, we're India. Holding hand in hand we'll run again, our hopes are flying that we'll win again. We're India, we're India, we're India. हक है हमारा।
इंडिया के हर सफर का हम सफर Hyundai।
So we see how the brands have gone, beyond just selling the product, but they have, it's a cause-based revolution now when we talk about corporate communication or marketing communication. So what we have seen is that brands have now gone beyond just selling the product, but it is a cause-based revolution now. There's a credibility that's what they are trying to sell with a cause. Everything is with a purpose and a positive purpose. So it's purpose driven. So, in terms of optimism, this is a very brilliant ad. Again, kindness. Pernod Ricard India Foundation, they have their foundation in India. They have provided free hand sanitizers and masks to truck drivers in India, because when we remember that when the lockdown opened, first the borders were opened and the transportation started, that road transportation, all the trucks for the supply chain, of course, to keep it going, the supply of commodities and all, the trucks were they were permitted to move. And what they did was, they with a very social CSR approach, they started distributing hand sanitizers and masks to the truck drivers in India. And the subsidiary of the French distillery behind brands like Chivas Regal and Jameson collaborated with Transports Union in the country to supply truck drivers with hand sanitizers and masks during the outbreak. So we see how the approach has changed, not only through the communication. So it's it was a hybrid model. They were also acting behind the scene, they were performing, and that communication of what they were doing, they were projecting in a very, very innovative way, where the simple message, what they are trying to convey to everyone, is empathy and kindness, optimism, commitment. Talking about social commitment, we know this Mahindra partnership with two public sector unit worked with an existing manufacturer of high-spec ventilators to help them simplify design and scale up the capacity as support to deal with this COVID-19. Now, these interim lifesavers could come at a price of, this is important here, rupees 75,000, as against sophisticated machines that cost 5 lakh to 10 lakhs. This project, of course, did not take up for a different reason, but did not deter the proud chairman Anand Mahindra to take up this initiative. And in his appreciation to his team, he commended for the outstanding commitment and tirelessly working towards making this high-spec ventilators available for production. So internal communication. We know that people were working from home, and we couldn't, the management of any organization could not meet them in person. The human touch was connect was missing. So these appreciations and being in touch, even in office, we did an awesome job of the entire lockdown period to be connected with different initiatives with our employees. And so most of the corporates and every entity, even the government, kept on doing social commitment during this pandemic. We did a phenomenal job, at Hyderabad Metro Rail. We rose to the occasion this Feb 2021 when we received an SOS call from a renowned hospital in Hyderabad, where a patient needed a harvested heart, which was supported to come from another hospital some 25 kilometers away. So our management, instantly they decided to create the green channel, the green corridor, which we call, and operated a special metro train to enable the heart where it was needed the most. The recipient patient survived and is alive and healthy. We really feel humbled to serve this way to the community and rise up to the occasion when it was needed. And that was a small contribution to the society at large. So the special commitment, social commitment. Inclusiveness is one of the most important message which most of the brands are conveying now, diversity and inclusion. Okay, so we say there's that we see the world not as it is, but as we are. So irrespective of family status, cultural background, age, language, spoken, gender, race, ethnicity, sexual orientation, disability, religious background, irrespective, it is all about inclusiveness, and that all corporates, most of the corporates and marketing teams, they have taken this agenda to create this message and to put across to the public at large, creating an environment of respect. What is coming here is basically respect, connection with the community, where all people feel respected and valued. Inclusion means that all perspectives and contributions here are valued and team members are empowered to be their full authentic selves. Inclusive communication is effective communication, respectful, accurate, inclusive of all, enabling everyone to contribute diverse perspectives and feel life they belong to. In fact, in every offices, almost, it is not only on the pie chart, but people are practicing inclusiveness for sustainability in a very, very robust way. Really, it's very fortunate. So the three principles of inclusiveness is again empathy, culture, and empowerment. And through different tools, through messaging, for our internal and external stakeholders, communication is taking a very, very major role. Because see, it is not enough to just act, but because you have to spread the message, not only to prove or to say that we are responsible corporates, but as we can spread the message widely, others can also take it as an example from each other, and they practice the same, and definitely we can have a better world. So Mitra, We for She initiative, which conducts these brown bag sessions, the talking sessions, to holistically address the challenges faced by women at the workplace. Because see, we have seen that they have here. I'll just come back to this later. First, Mintra. This warehouses. So a lot of people work there, right? So if you don't engage them, because as we say that engaged employees are more productive employees. So that is exactly what Mintra has been doing, and they are also sensitizing it, the concept of diversity. Even ShopClues, this online shopping portal, they have put this women's need first. With 1/3 of the workforce being women, they have taken this active steps to recruit talented women through their focused transactional analysis approach. Now, this transactional analysis approach is another very new thing, not very new thing, but people have adopted nowadays. They have been adopting it in a slow and steady way, I would say, not in a big way yet. So they have also incorporated a 6-month transition program for women re-entering the workforce after maternity leave, because we see the gaps which happen, especially for the women workforce. They have to be, well connected with. That is the main purpose. Now here, there's a beautiful ad of Vicks, which talks about inclusiveness. It has really, gone viral, and I'll just play this video based on a true story of a transgender woman, Gauri Sawant. I mean, she's a name now. She, actually, who herself has played her part. I'll just play this.
मम्मी नाराज तो होने ही वाली। वो तो चाहती कि मैं डॉक्टर ही बनूं। इसने हॉलीडेज खत्म और बोर्डिंग स्कूल शुरू। एक दिन भी एक्स्ट्रा रुकने नहीं दिया। मम्मी भी ना। मम्मी ने अपनी लाइफ अपने आप ही बनाई। 18 साल की थी जब उनके फादर ने उन्हें घर से निकाल दिया। अकेले रहने का तो सोचने से भी डर लगता है। मैंने अपने पापा को कभी देखा नहीं, और मेरी असली माँ, वो बहुत बीमार रहती थी। उनके बारे में सिर्फ एक ही दिन याद है जो मैं कभी भुला नहीं पाती। एक दिन कुछ लोग आए और उन्हें एम्बुलेंस में ले गए। फिर वो कभी वापस ही नहीं आई। फिर एक दिन मम्मी आई। बहुत प्यार से मुझे अपनी गोद में बिठाया और मुझे अपने घर ले गई। तबीयत खराब थी तो पूरी रात मेरे साथ बैठी रही। सुबह मम्मी ने एक सुंदर सी रेड फ्रॉक पहनाई, मेरे लिए ढेर सारे चिप्स बनाए। मम्मी के साथ 10 साल हो गए। अब तो मम्मी मम्मी कम और दोस्त ज़्यादा बन गई। संडे हम दोनों का फेवरेट दिन है। बालों में तेल लगाने के बाद दोपहर में मेरा फेवरेट लंच कड़ी चावल और रात में हॉरर फिल्म। डर लगता है पर मम्मी होती है ना तो नहीं लगता। ये है मेरी मम्मी, है ना प्यारी? मम्मी ने लाइफ में इतने प्रॉब्लम्स देखे, कितना कुछ सहा है, पर फिर भी उन्होंने हमेशा मेरा ख्याल रखा है। सिविक्स बुक में तो लिखा है कि सबके लिए बेसिक राइट सेम होते हैं, फिर मम्मी को क्यों नहीं है? इसलिए मैं डॉक्टर नहीं, लॉयर बनूंगी मेरी मम्मी के लिए।
If you see, now what Wix has to do with inclusiveness, but with the hashtag touch of care, how they have conveyed the message, a cause behind, a purpose behind, a credibility behind. Even if you, it's not, I have not included it because there were many, but if you see the recent Kalyan Jewelers ad, you would see that from selling jewelry, they have gone into the mode of spreading message of girls' education. So this is really, really very encouraging. Tech Mahindra received global recognition for its excellent diversity and inclusion policy, and they have this for LGBTQ plus community, new mothers, different people from different nationalities, underprivileged communities, and programs such as Colors, which they're mentioning, and spreading the message has really, the wellness programs for women. It has really taking them to places. Shared value is something which has been given extreme emphasis nowadays. There has to be a shared value created within in your internal atmosphere, environment at workplace, within your internal stakeholders, employee to employee, and external stakeholders. So the companies have taken a powerful role to play in social change, and they need to get better at communicating their social purpose to different audiences, including their employees, investors, and shareholders. They need to be on the right side of the history. They need to take a stand on the issues of the day, even if it's controversial. Examples include Walmart, Starbucks, CVC stopped selling cigarettes as it didn't align with their purpose, even though it meant losing significant revenue in the short term. So they are taking that risk in their profit, in their revenue, but they are trying to convey a message. Success comes from senior management making the choice to live the purpose. And maybe it is just a start now, but definitely it is a long way to go, and it will go. Storytelling, as I was saying, and visualization. No more you just sell maybe a soap, just saying that buy this soap, but you tell a story behind. Maybe you sell a soap, a beauty soap, where a male model, it's they take them as a brand ambassador. They say, because beauty is for everyone, and what is more important is the inner beauty, irrespective of sex and community. So that is the storytelling. So storytelling not only increases the brand favorability in the audience, it also has the potential to be up to 22 times more memorable than just facts. So you edge, because if we go back to our childhood, we used to be very attached to our grandparents. Why? Because they used to tell us stories. The storytelling is a very, very powerful medium. Our neural activity increases 5 times when listening to a story, and storytelling lights up the sensory cortex in the brain, allowing the listener to feel, hear, taste, and even smell the story. So with this, the brand resonance exists. The brand recall remains, and what more any consumer wants to to keep their brand in the minds of the customers. So audience may forget what you say, but they will not forget how you made them feel, which is very important. So storytelling, it is not only enough to have a quality product or service, but you need to know how to talk about it. It establishes the credibility and make you the a catalyst to the society for change. That's why brand storytelling is so important. That is a new way of communication, marketing or corporate communication, whatever you say, with internal and external stakeholders. In today's date and age, marketing is no longer the key competitive differentiator. Consumers are increasingly demanding for companies to prove how their efforts are making an impact, supporting a cause, and achieving results beyond just profit. Hyundai, as the VIX ad, so it was started, the revolution had already started. Now it is more in the vogue, because you see the VIX ad, it was 2017. Now this Hyundai ad celebrating 20 years of brilliant moments, it is 2018. So it was already there. 2 minutes video, I'll just play.
हेलो सर।
हेलो, रेडी फॉर योर न्यू इनिंग्स?
यस सर। सर, आपकी पहली पोस्टिंग कहाँ हुई थी?
कारगिल।
वाओ, कारगिल, हाउ एक्साइटिंग।
यस, इट वाज। तुरंत रिपोर्ट करना था, लेकिन बीच रास्ते में ट्रेन का इंजन फेल। फिर क्या? रिमेंबर, अ सोल्जर नेवर क्विट्स।
बादलों में छिप गई मंजिल तो क्या, पर्वतों में डूब के हैं रास्ते तो क्या।
लेट होने का मतलब था ड्यूटी में फेल, इसलिए निकल पड़ा पैदल। वो कहते हैं ना, एक रास्ता बंद हो जाए तो 10 रास्ते खुल जाते हैं।
किस तरफ जाना है?
जी, मुझे कारगिल की तरफ जाना है।
आ जाइए, मैं छोड़ देता हूँ।
अरे, आप तो इस तरफ जा रहे हैं।
कोई बात नहीं, आप आ जाइए, मैं छोड़ देता हूँ। आइए।
और शादी?
वो तो हमारे होने वाले ससुर जी चाहेंगे तब होगी।
लेकिन वो कब चाहेंगे?
जब मेरी गवर्नमेंट जॉब लग जाएगी। उसी के इंटरव्यू के लिए जा रहा था।
बहुत जिंदा दिल इंसान था, महसूस ही नहीं होने दिया कि इतना आउट ऑफ द वे जाकर उसने मेरी हेल्प की है।
हम सफर तू चलना यूं ही, बन याद मेरे संग रहना यूं ही।
देखिए वर्मा जी, टाइम पे पहुंचा दिया ना।
लेकिन आपने मेरे लिए अपना इंटरव्यू मिस कर दिया।
भाई हमारा तो क्लियर है जी, जो देश की ड्यूटी पे जा रहा हो उसकी ड्यूटी सबसे पहले करो।
थैंक यू। और आखिर उनकी सैंट्रो ने मुझे मेरी मंजिल तक पहुंचा दिया।
उसके बाद आप कभी मिले उनसे?
मयंक, रावत साहब, प्लीज कम। प्लीज। ये है वो जो उस दिन अपने जॉब इंटरव्यू के लिए नहीं पहुंच सके, क्योंकि मुझे वक्त पे कारगिल पहुंचना था। श्रीकांत रावत साहब, आप हमारे यंग ऑफिसर्स को कुछ कहना चाहेंगे?
हमारा तो आज भी क्लियर है जी, जो देश की ड्यूटी में जाए सबसे पहले उसकी ड्यूटी करो।
हम सफर तू चलना यूं ही, बन याद मेरे संग रहना यूं ही।
पिछले 20 सालों से आपकी यादों का रिश्ता रहा है Hyundai के साथ। लिख भेजिए अपनी Hyundai Santro, Accent या i10 के साथ जुड़ी कुछ ऐसी ही यादें, जिन्हें हम शेयर करेंगे सबके साथ।
We see how they are connecting also, not only spreading a message, but they are establishing a connect. Send in your experiences, what they say. So the more connected the customers are, you develop a sense of loyalty. you know, that loyalty is established and developed. So you always, you know, you think of Hyundai, you know, so that's a brilliant thing. And one thing you have seen, I would like to say that, because see, we used to see this ad earlier also, and we used to see what a beautiful ad, but the reason behind the making, the communication pattern, the trend, we did not really was very serious about it. We thought about it very seriously, or we really understood in a very cerebral way. But now we do. See, the TVCs are very expensive, we know, but still they invested. Now these ads, 2 minutes ad, 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes ads, huge cost involved, but they they invested on it. That is something very beautiful, and also connecting that send in your moments with Hyundai. That's the beautiful thing what they did. British Airways, again we have a ad little longer which speaks about the same sentiment. This is the last video.
I was told last month I'd be flying the India sector. My maiden flight to India. There are a million questions in my mind. There are so many languages, so many cultures. Oh, it's such a massive country.
What is often served on this route would be a vegetarian alternative.
I mean, I'm excited, but I'm more nervous than excited.
महिलाओं सेक्शन नमस्कार। आप सबका इस उड़ान जो कि लंदन हीथ्रो से हैदराबाद के लिए रवाना होगी पर स्वागत है। आपसे निवेदन है अपने साथ लाया हुआ हाथ का सामान अपने सामने वाली कुर्सी के नीचे या अपने ऊपर वाली लॉकर में सुरक्षित रखें। धन्यवाद।
Oh, here, let me help you with this.
Thank you.
Crew prepare for takeoff. Doors to arm and cross-check.
Let me help you. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
No problem.
Are you okay?
Oh, you're crying. Has something happened? Is there a problem? Are you in any pain? I
miss my son.
Look, we're not in the same position, but I really do understand. You know, when you miss someone, you miss someone. But look on the bright side. Think of your family back in Hyderabad. They miss you too. And I bet they're so excited to meet you. Yeah? Look, why don't we take your mind off things? Put on a good movie. Okay? Right, so let's pop these in. Right? What's this? Right. You can tell me which one. That one? Yeah? Yeah? Cool. There you go. Oh, and I'll get you a nice cup of tea. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
When are you going back?
Oh, 2 days.
You have to come to my house.
Oh, no, I can't.
No, you have to come to my house. This is my
no,
son's
really.
car.
I can't come to your house.
Tomorrow is my festival day.
Oh, I can't.
You have to, please. Please come.
Okay, I'll try.
Yeah. You have to come.
I never thought I'd go, but there was something in her smile, you know, that childlike persuasion, that I actually found myself going.
Oh, hi. You are Helena, right?
Oh, you know my name.
Oh, yes. Please come.
How it did? Delicious, yum.
It's spicy for you.
It's okay. What's
Ice.
It's my favorite.
This home food for you. Don't eat hotel food. This is healthy food for you.
Thank you.
This is for you. And this is from me.
Thank you.
Take care.
I've been flying to India for 2 years now. It's a feeling I cannot describe. The more I discover, the more I fall in love.
So just imagine this ad, and I'm sure most of us, we remember our mom, while we see this ad, that how the first flight for them was a little intimidating affair, and we tend to think about our mom. So what is it establishing? The emotional quotient. And that is exactly why people say nowadays that EQ is far, far superior and powerful than IQ, right? So what is it establishing? Bonding, conveying about the beautiful culture and legacy of our country, India, relationship management. And after seeing this ad, the brand recall always there is British Airways. So, this is the powerful way of communicating the brand. Coming to Zomato, now it knows its audience very well, So Zomato knows how through social media and just communication only. It's not an ad per se by on TVC, but just through social media, how they had gone viral. Now, it's funny tweet, guys, kabhi kabhi ghar ka khana bhi kha lena chahiye, was a great success with likes over 18,000. And YouTube, from their official handle, they tweeted in the same line, guys, kabhi kabhi रात के 3 बजे फोन साइड पे रख के सो जाना चाहिए, seeing the conversations on. And to this, Zomato came up with another witty tweet, guys, कभी कभी खुद के अच्छे tweet भी सोच लेने चाहिए. Just imagine, it is just, they are not investing anything. It's just free on social media handle. They are conversing. What are they taking? Some messaging, beautiful messaging, meaningful messaging, and their brand recall. So that is the powerful of corporate communication. In fact, I would particularly like to mention this year's Independence Day ad by Zomato. Beautiful. People got misled feeling that the Zomato is not operating. So they took that risk again But this was a beautiful ad. Not accepting orders anymore. India, 15th August 1947. Phenomenal ad, and trust me, we communicators, we first thing what we did after seeing this ad is trying to find out who their creative or advertising agency is. That is the power of communication. Beautiful ad. Sustainable communication is something again very important, because sustainability communication is an approach to engage your customers and investors in order to showcase your progress on the sustainability commitments. It is very important. Environmental, social, governance factors and sustainability. Of course, now it depends on the business also. Like for us, Metro Business, we promote a lot of sustainable initiatives of us being saving on the carbon footprint. It's a green mode of transport. So accordingly, the communication is designed and it's effectively engaging our customers, investors and employees, and also the employees of those organizations who practices sustainability. They learn something new which they can pass it on to the family members, their community, and maybe to the next generation. So Accor Hotels, as an example, does this well with its Planet 21 program. Havel started with their, radioactive isotope from the entire ceramic metal halide lighting range, which they did, a product of Havel's, how they have promoted. Then Procter & Gamble, they did with their Fairy ocean plastic bottles, which was made of 10% ocean plastic and 90% post-consumer recycle plastic. All these are available on the internet. It's public, and the 100% recyclable bottles were launched to show what can be done to prevent plastic waste from reaching the ocean. Very, very powerful communication. Then comes the hyper personalization. You must have seen that at times you feel that as we say that it is our private life and professional life, but if you really see, there's nothing called private and personal nowadays. You feel you're always being watched the moment you are online. Even inside your bedroom, you feel someone is watching you. So is the power of algorithms. You surf something, and the next moment onwards, you see similar products come onto your focus, your eyes for promotion. So personalization has become a major focus of businesses for the last 5 years, and with good reason. And a study has found that 80% of consumers are more likely to purchase products and services from brands that offer personalized experience. It is better for both customers and the business, and it goes beyond marketing and into every way that customers interact with the business. The moment you get the personalized touch, you become a loyal customer to that brand, and that is all what brands are looking for, and that is all why they are investing on marketing communication and corporate communication. They are increasingly trying to capitalize on personalization to create more meaningful experiences for customers. Like if you see, many Metro cards are planning to come out with, if you're buying a Metro card with a high value, it will be a personalized card with your photograph on it. So that is the personal touch. Even urban sector, the urban transport sectors, they are coming up with, other than many other initiatives. So the focus is expected to continue also. And you can now communicate with customers on Facebook, WhatsApp, Telegram, Twitter, any social media platform channels, and of course all the communication apps. Amazon, years of experience when it comes to personalization, but it's massive inventory, of course, and different membership options. Of course, it has their different model also, like unquestioned, return and changes, and immediately, your money comes back to the your account the moment you are returning a product. Amazing service. So we all know about it. Starbucks, it has allowed customers to personalize its menu. It adopted a real-time personalization engine that produces individual offers for their customers based on their previous behavior and preferences. Like you go twice to Starbucks, and if you leave your number, or you through an app you order, so they automatically know that this is your choice, and accordingly the communication is designed. The data helps the brand understand the needs and and habit of each individuals, the nature and habit of the purchase a pattern of each individual customer. And with this knowledge, they send customers personalized messages, emails, and deals and updates relevant to them. Whatever is relevant to them. Focused on internal communication, as I said, that especially during this pandemic, companies have become really very serious about communicating with their internal stakeholders when working from home, because after all, employees are the biggest brand ambassadors for any company. What they can do, how they can spread the brand across, and they establish their company as a very credible entity in the market. No one better can do it. So in times of change or crisis especially, then you understand that how important investing on internal communication is. So use communication to create culture, even if it's virtual. Take advantage of gamification, embrace the power of video platforms. This is all the mediums through which the communication is happening nowadays. Let the employees be the voice for your brand, as I said. Then working from home, because it's here to stay. Community building, this especially, once you develop a community around you, this especially comes into use when, God forbid, you're into crisis. Crisis communication becomes very easy if you already have an established community around you who go with you as believing in your product, you as an entity, or in your credibility. So they understand that crisis can happen, but they are a very responsible corporate entity, institution, whatever it is, and they will definitely come out of it, and still the belief in that particular brand stays. So particularly this is very important. So we have the you can see the examples of Harley Davidson, Fitbit, which has a community of more than 25 million members, Harley Davidson, 14,000 local chapters around the world for enthusiasts. The top 5 brands in this are Apple, Google, Microsoft, Amazon, and Facebook. They have invested significantly in digital and in-person community engagement across their various product portfolios. And that is the reason, I think, for all online communication, this is very important to building up the community, because you are always, it's real time, you are always there. Your response time needs to improve, because otherwise you'll be trolled, maybe one wrong communication, or if you don't communicate. So it is very important. Crisis communication for any communication professional, it is the most important factor aspect now in this time, especially after pandemic, because it created a global uncertainty, and business leaders have struggled to communicate with displaced employees. The employees have struggled to manage children who are displaced by schools, and children have struggled with their virtual learning. So it was almost a chain of despair. Online reputation repair has become a necessity in this age of social media. Especially we have seen this crisis time in the last 2 years, and businesses that are targeted in online attacks cannot afford to allow their reputation to become tarnished. Digitalization, go online or go dead. Of course, without losing the personal connect. Digitalization is the in thing in word in today's date. Essentials to survival. Digital is the most essential tool for our survival, and the pandemic has made us realize it's just not about digital transformation, but being just active on social media 24/7 if possible, but about being there when the world has forced to move to those platforms. Case in point is restaurants who went online survived better than those who were just present offline with no digital footprint. We know, and it is very open fact that artificial intelligence, virtual reality, and augmented reality are more than being buzzword now. It is not a reality of new dimension to business growth and reaching out to new age customers. So it is something which is there, has started, will stay for sure. With AI-enabled communication, algorithms pick up patterns and respond to them as accurately as possible. So it is about gathering, collating data, and responding to it. And the digital communication will be used to reinforce the loyalty through this, but also to further benefit from the automation. So we have to see how best we leverage this automation. In fact, by 2024, chatbots are expected to facilitate $124 billion in consumer retail spend, an increase of more than 400% from $2.8 billion in 2019. So we can see the future of these platforms, these mediums, and it's extremely advanced and innovative way of doing business, communicating, which will certainly cement customer loyalty in your brand, in any brand. Artificial intelligence, nothing, something very surprising about it. It's the in thing now. When you, like Siri, Google now, and Cortana of Microsoft, we know how we are, it's almost become a part of life. Yes, it has made us very lazy, but then it saves a lot of time for any search, so that communication is very important, and how the recommendations are informed to the public at large, so that we adopt to all these technologies. It's very important because time is very crucial to people nowadays, so it saves a lot of time even in the search engines. We have seen this Cadbury new AI tool, which has empowered the small-time retailers. Now, in this Diwali, we have seen this Cadbury ad saying that you don't have to buy, Cadbury from superstores or online, but you go and buy to the local Kirana shop. So very not just a Cadbury ad campaign was run through a dedicated website in partnership with Rephrase.ai, and if you see the ad, you will feel that what a strong message, and it's supporting the local business entities, which really we see that suffering a lot due to the e-commerce movement. Well, we need the e-commerce movement for sure, and they are also going digital, because we see that even the local markets, they are into Phone Pay and Google Pay and all this UPI and payment gateways. You just scan the barcode and everyone is connected. So they are also going digital for sure. But this particular ad as a human approach, what we have been talking about is empathy and human approach to as a strong way of messaging. Augmented reality, Coca-Cola, they have spread this message through augmented reality. If you view this ad, you will see how beautifully they are playing on the story, engaging the characters in a light-hearted exchange before finding a positive outcome, which revolves around sharing a Coke. It's all about sharing. It's a beautiful thing, and you just have to point the phone's camera at a can of Coke and see, the 12 stories. One is that, when you are drinking from pointing the camera, you are drinking, and you will see the level of the Coke in that particular vending machine. It goes it goes lower. So that's the augmented reality, power of augmented reality. Mobile friendly communication, again, very, very important tool. Mobile platforms and apps. WhatsApp has become a highly influential communication app, which we know the power of WhatsApp. How it can make a brand. If you're not particular, it can break a brand also. So we have to be extremely careful while communicating, and we have to always monitor the conversation and engagement, so that no fake news it goes around to tarnish the brand image. And cloud platforms that promote fluid communication. We have seen that all the payment functionalities through mobile, you can, most of the metro operators have been utilizing mobile friendly communication to keep their passengers informed and updated in real time. We have a T-Savari app through, we do that also. Monetizing social media is something, this communication, it's very, very powerful. You can also not only be engaged with the social media platforms, but you can monetize also through video marketing, freemium to premium. Now, if you see that many media houses or many other communication medium which you could access the information free, now it is subscription based. So they are going from freemium to premium, and social media monetizing is how you generate revenue from your audience on social media. So we have seen that marketers are spending more on social media advertising with social media, and spend amounting to more than $89 billion in 2019, and in 2021 it has even gone more, because everything is about online. The world has just come to your fingertips. Quickly on our organization L&T Metro, how we are going digitally, how we are communicating digitally, how we handle our COVID communication to be connected with our customers, and still we have sustained it and have been maintaining it. So COVID focused communication went throughout, even when we were shut. The operation was shut, but we continuously, we were in touch with them. That's very engaging. Benefits of the digital mode of advertisement: COVID awareness campaigns, promoting mobile QR ticketing and digital ticketing booking, to say that you don't have to be on the queue, save time, and also it is safe because you don't have to be in proximity with any other passengers. You could just book your ticket and just board the train. In-train safety videos we are promoting. Awareness, emailers from MD to customer database. We have a huge database. So during the pandemic, regular personalized message through emailers went from our MD's, our MD's message to all our customer database. It was taken really, really very positively. People felt very important that we are connecting with one-on-one and our MD, because see, for any crisis, the face of the organization is the senior management, and if they are in touch with the customers, it gives a lot of meaning. Passenger testimonials were there, blog on COVID safety, different offers, discount offers for metro passengers, pandemic circulars and advisories on change of timings, and all the other details went regularly. Then creating COVID awareness campaigns were regularly promoted through our social media handles to our customers, direct connect with the customers and telling them that we can and we will break the chain and we miss you all too. Our MD, as you see, connecting directly with the passengers, precautionary measures and safety standards of all the cleanliness, sanitization, and each and every, the thermal checking, each and every aspect, Aapki Suraksha, Hamari Zimmedari, that was the tagline for us, which really, really went viral and people really took it in a very positive, with a positive mindset. Blogs were written, we are taking precautions so that you can take a safe journey. Then, of course, in-train videos were played when the operation started. Different, promoting the different do's and don'ts of safety. Customer connect. We feel connected with our commuters at L&T Hyderabad Metro. We decided to come up with engaging content that encourage users to write about their experience. We wanted them to write, and people wrote about it. They gave their suggestions, many of them which we incorporated. Then we used content buckets like Life in Metro and Throwback Stories. When we were not operating, we asked them that we are missing you, but tell us about your past experience if you have a story to tell. Many people wrote about their old stories, some incidents, something humorous, something not so happy, but whatever, they were connected, with us. So summing up, customer is king, and in our urban mobility context, passengers are king. Any corporate and marketing communications purpose is to bridge the gap, not only mind the gap, but now it is bridging the gap between a corporate and its audience, internal and external stakeholders. And new technologies used emphatically will always lead to lasting relations and bond for an organization with its customers, whether it is B2B business or B2C business. After all, communication is the most powerful tool. So corporate communication and marketing communication endeavors initiatives are really going in a very positive directions, and kudos to all the brains behind it. Thank you so much.